You know, probably every head coach is this way. You know, when the defense look good, you're mad at the offense. When the offense looks good, you're mad at the defense. So it's just it's a constant. I thought we came in with a really good mindset. Obviously, I think we're better from where we were, but it's a lot of work to do.
What were some of the positives that you saw?
You know, I thought the defense played well. You know, especially early on. I think maybe at the end they let down a hair, but give the offense credit. Probably came back a little bit, but I thought the defense, especially both groups, looked pretty solid.
Isn't it usually how it goes? The first scrimmage is always a defense scrimmage, and then it kind of bounce back.
It seems like it. It seems like it. You know, I mean, it's just the nature of it, really. You know, and then of course we always talk about making corrections from the first to the second. And I don't know that we were terrible on offense. I just thought defense came ready to play.
Yeah, it seems like if I remember last year, the first fall scrimmage, the one offense really put it to the one defense. So how much better has the one defense gotten? I don't know how much personnel change you've made to that grouping since then, but how much better is that one group defense?
I think they've no doubt gotten better. You know, now once again, there's a lot more to be seen, but and that's going to be the question: how do they do when they have success? You know, I think we've seen a little bit of that before, where they were up and down. One of the big points of emphasis since January has been consistency. You know, this is just how we do it, and I'm seeing a lot more of that now. They're growing up a lot.
Yeah. Any big plays that you recall stand out or anything like that? Anybody break an 8-yard run or
no,
big pick six?
And that gives you some things with the defense that they really, they didn't really give up anything big, and so that's when you play good defense.
Any turnovers forced, or how was that?
Darius Williams had a pick at the end. I think Keelan Knight had a pick at the end of the game. Will Dawkins had an interception, but not a lot of. We had pretty good ball security, which is a big point for us.
Yeah. So I guess the fumbles were not there, but maybe a few interceptions.
A few picks. Yeah. The last drill of the day was 2 minutes.
Yeah. How would you rate AJ's performance in that?
I thought him and Tyler threw the ball pretty well, both. I thought that they threw the ball pretty well. I think our receivers struggled. We had some times we probably should have caught the ball, where they're just contested and we didn't come down with it. So, we really challenged our outside receivers.
So when's the next scrimmage?
Won't be till after spring break.
Oh, okay.
So, we're 3 days this week. This was a Shells day, just kind of recovering. Then we'll do a Wednesday, Friday, and then we'll come back Saturday, the Saturday after spring, and then the next Saturday after that's the big spring game.
So next week is